The Gemara in Shabbat Daf 130 teaches a very profound insight about the way we go into new things. So what is it saying? It says that any commandment that the Jewish people had accepted with joy, we still perform with joy. And the example of that they give with Brit Milah, with circumcision, that it was taken on in a joyous way. And that still, thousands of years later, we're still doing circumcisions and we do it with joy. We have celebrations. We really immerse ourselves in that whole process. And it's a celebration bringing somebody new into the people. And any commandment, it goes on to say, that was not taken on with joy at the time it was accepted, still isn't done with joy to these days. And what's the example of that? It says that marriage, all these restrictions about who you can marry and who you can't, specifically all these rules against incest and such, that there's people are arguing with it. There's this whole strife. People are saying, what, you're going to tell me who I can sleep with, who I can't, who I can marry, who I can't? No, we don't want any of that. And the people were arguing about these rules. And still, thousands of years later, I don't personally know anyone myself, but I've heard rumors about people in marriages who sometimes have contentions in their relationships. I don't know, you can look it up online. I think there's something about that, about some people have those difficulties in marriage. But all this time, thousands of years later, we still have that. And then it goes on to say that any commandment which we were willing to give our lives for during the times of Roman persecution, the times that all of these different things were illegal to do, that we still take incredibly seriously. And again, the example it gives of that is circumcision, that it was punishable on punishment of death if you tried to circumcise someone, and that they risked their lives to do the circumcisions, and that we're still doing it with passion, with dedication, all these thousands of years later. But anything which we did not really take so seriously, anything we were not willing to lay our lives down for when in the face of persecution, that we still don't take so seriously today. And what's the example of that? The example of that is tefillin. But people put on tefillin, I put on tefillin every day, but it's not done with that same seriousness. It's not done across the Jewish people with that same dedication as the circumcision of Brit Milah is done. And so what does this teach us? It really teaches us that the way we enter into things is incredibly powerful for the way we continue with that thing. We enter into something with joy, we're going to have joy throughout. We enter into something with strife, we're probably going to have strife throughout. And also the seriousness, the amount of dedication we give to it is going to have tremendous impact as well. Not just at the time, how we deal with something when times are difficult is going to reflect greatly even when times are light. We're able to really make an effort when times are difficult. We're able to really sacrifice for something when times are difficult. Then even when times are light, times are easy, we're going to still take that seriously. But when times are difficult, we push it by the wayside, we don't fight for these things, then when it gets easy and we can do what we want, we're probably not going to have that same level of seriousness then either.